Hi everyone, it's really good to see you again. In my preach on Sunday, I really felt that God wanted to impart to us three central truths as we start a new academic year, as we come a little bit out of lockdown, and as we look forwards from the summer into sort of a resumption almost of normal activities. And those 3 points which I really felt God wanted to impress upon us are as follows. First of all, that paths of righteousness are not always that sort of the green pastures and the quiet waters, but actually paths of righteousness, they're always right, but they might not always be easy. And that walking on through more difficult paths and even dark valleys, etc., are as much paths of righteousness in our lives. Secondly, I talked about the fact that God is trustworthy and that he's personal and that we can step out in confidence because he's out there waiting and he's a great shepherd. He's a competent shepherd. He's ready to provide our needs as we go. And then my third point, which I talked about, was just that there is a new place and a new anointing, and he prepares a table for us. In fact, there's overflowing available to us in the future. I just felt, as I was thinking and praying about small groups this week, there's probably a couple of areas, 3 areas I really wanted to cover, and I've just got them here. So the first question I had was, what do you think are the different reasons that Jesus, as our shepherd, leads us through these different seasons? So, green pastures, the effort of walking paths of righteousness, dark valleys, the presence of our enemies. What are the reasons that Jesus, our shepherd, leads us through those different times? My second question is, when you look ahead and see maybe challenges ahead, what are the stages that you go through in terms of your emotional response and in terms of your thinking? How easy do you find it to stir yourselves and step out and move on? I'm aware that's a couple of questions. So when you look ahead and you see those times ahead, what's the process you go through in terms of your emotional and your mind thinking these things through, and how easy do you find it to actually translate that into action? My third question for you is actually something maybe a bit more to share with one another about. How are you doing right now? Where are you? Are you currently in a green pasture or in a darkened place? And how do you feel about the future? As you look out, what's your sense of joy or trouble as you look out at the future and what it may hold? And it would be good to pray with one another in this regards. I really hope God has encouraged you with what I've shared, and God bless you. Cheers, guys.